loves, it's actually Sandrine. So today I created a very bronzed and glowy look, so it's very highlighted. But if you guys want to see how I created this look, then please continue watching. So to start things off, I am using my Benefit POREfessional, and I'm just using this as a primer so that my makeup stays on longer. I'm just gonna put a little on my hand, and I'll put it on my T-zone. And I'm putting it on my T-zone because it's the place that gets oily the most. So I put it here and also here on the sides of my nose, and then on the chin as well. Next, I'm using foundation, and I am using the NYX Total Control foundation, and it's in the shade Natural number 7. And I've had this for like a few weeks now, and I actually really like it. You only need a few drops and it gives you a lot of coverage. It's very buildable. And because we're going for a glowy look, I am using my L'Oreal Magic Lumi so that we have like a dewy look. What I'm doing is I'm gonna put a few drops at the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna be mixing it with the Lumi primer. So it's probably like 5 drops there, and then I'm just pressing this, and then I'm just putting it and mixing it. I'm using this foundation brush just to mix everything, and then I'm putting it on my face. And then you can always add a few drops to your face if you feel like it's not enough. And then I'm using my beauty blender to blend everything. For my brows, I am using the Benefit Brow Zings in number 3, and I just want a kind of a natural look, so I'm just using this wax and powder. And I'm using my Anastasia brush. It's the one with the spoolie and the brush at the end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush it off first, and then I'm just gonna be following the shape of my brows. After outlining, I just fill it in with the powder, and as you can see, I'm only focusing it on the ends, like at the tail of my brow, so that it's not as strong when it gets to the front. If there are sparse areas, then you just fill it in with more powder. And then when I'm done, I just brush it with the spoolie. So there. It looks just really natural. So after doing both brows, I am just using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel to set my eyebrows so that the hairs stay in place. So I just brush it up, and then there. Then I am starting with my eyes. So I am using this tip concealer from the brand called the Saem. It's a Korean brand, and I'm using this to just hide the veins on my eyelids. And then I'm just gonna use a beauty blender. And then I am gonna get a white shade from my Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette from Too Faced. I am using Coconut Cream, the white one, just as a base. Just putting it all over my eyelids. And then because we want a bronzy look, I am going in with my Kiko number 208 eyeshadow, and it's just this really gold shimmery shade. And I am using a Luxe Smoky Shader brush from Zoeva. It's just a flat brush. And I'm just going to be patting it all over my lid. I don't know if you can see it, so I'm probably going to zoom in a little. There. It's not as visible because my lids are really small, but if you guys have big eyelids, then I think this is going to be more visible. Then I'm doing the same thing on the other side. And then after that, I am going back with the Too Faced palette I used a while ago, And I'm just gonna be using the color called Peanut Butter, which is this one. And I'm just gonna blend it all over my crease. Oh, and I'm using this Luxe Crease brush by Zoeva. So I'm just putting it here and I'm blending it with the gold shade that we used a while ago. This is just so that we could add a little bit more depth to the eyelids. And I'm doing the same on the other side. So that's all for the eye look. It's super simple. It's just 2 shades. And then we're moving on with the same concealer that I used a while ago. And I am using it to cover my eye bags. And also to clean up the edges of the eyeshadow. Also using it to cover up the redness under my nose and my chin. And also the bridge of my nose. And then I am using my beauty blender to blend everything out. Then I am contouring and I'm using the Sculpting Touch Creamy Contour Stick by Kiko. And I am just putting it on the hollows of my cheeks and my forehead. And also on my jawline. And I am using this Real Techniques sculpting brush to blend everything. And then I'm also using the beauty blender to soften it up. So after that, I am setting it with my Ben Nye powder in the shade Buff, and I'm using another beauty blender to set it on my face. So I'm just putting the powder on the parts where I use the concealer. And I'm gonna let it stay for a few minutes. So after a few minutes, I'm gonna be brushing off the powder that we put on a while ago. So I'm using a huge fluffy brush and then I am just cleaning off the powder. And then we're gonna be putting on powder contour with the parts that we put on the cream contour a while ago. So I am using this Pixi Strobe and Sculpt palette, and I am using the shades Caviar Dreams and Honey Bunny. So these 2 shades. And then I am also contouring my nose. So I'm using the shade Caviar Dreams, and I am just using an eyeshadow brush. So I'm using this one, and it's the Zoeva Luxe Soft Definer brush. And then I'm using the beauty blender to soften up the edges. Next, I am going in with the Benefit What's Up highlighter. So it's a cream highlighter, and I am using a beauty blender to apply it. So I'm using this, and I'm just gonna be patting it or dabbing it, and I'm gonna be putting it on the highest points of my face. So this part, and also on the tip of my nose and on the bridge of my nose. And then I am using the Becca Mineral Blush in the shade Songbird, and I'm just using this Zoeva Luxe Cheek Finish brush. So this is the shade, and I'm gonna be putting it on the apples of my cheeks. And then I am setting the highlighter with the J.Cat You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter in Twilight. And I am just using this brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it's the A23 brush. I love this highlighter and it's super affordable. And it's really good. Can you see that? So I'm also using my fingers and I'm putting the highlight on the inner corners of my eyes. And also under my brows. And then I am using my HD mascara by Haus, and I'm using my Shu Uemura eyelash curler. And I'm putting on my mascara. So there, the lashes are done. And then I am going in with my NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in London and the J.Cat Lipfinity in... I don't know the name, hold on. Champagne Buzz. So these are really good nude colors, but I mix them up because I like the way it comes out. I am using the Lipfinity one first. So when that's dry, I'm going to be putting on the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream after. So that's how it looks like. And last but not the least, I am using the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, and I like it because it makes the makeup stay on longer and it also makes it more natural looking. So I'm just spraying. So there. So this is the final look, you guys. It's just a very bronzy and glowy look, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked how it turned out, and if you did, then please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on my next video, Friday 7 p.m. Thank you for watching.